I live in reality. You
So
can't
then-
be like, what's I meant to sit? I meant to sit there and say, you know what, Arsenal?
Wait. Hookz, you said you wanted Isaac, Rodrigo.
No. Whoa.
No, Glockerez, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you
what I
said,
want. That's my perfect. Well, I would need other positions, but if we're talking just forward, my perfect window is Gyökeres and Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Now, if I get Gyökeres and I don't know, for example, I don't know, off the top of my head, Liao, I still got one of my top targets. Or if I get Rodrigo and Watkins or Rodrigo and Šeško, I still got one of my top targets.
But okay. So
I know that I cannot get everything. I just
wait. So stay on that point there, that you still got one of your top targets. Now I'm saying, let's say they didn't go for the top targets. They decided because they got so your mentality of they got one of the top ones, so they decided to go for a second or third rate one.
Yeah,
intentionally.
Intentionally.
Intentionally. That's a different story. I'll hold.
No, that's not a different story because you said compromise. That's what compromise is. It's not a different.
No, but
story.
I said compromise. No. I said for it to be an acceptable window. That's my compromise. For it to be an acceptable window.
But
I think
the intention is that you want them to go for the first. That's your intention.
My intention is go for the first, but for it to be an acceptable window for me, my compromise is number one striker and number 2, 3, 4, whatever left winger, or number one left winger and 2, 3, 4 striker.
No way.
For it to be an acceptable window.
No way. My acceptable window. My acceptable. Do you know where I will compromise? I'm not compromising on the left winger or the striker. Do you know where I'll compromise? On left backs, on centre backs, maybe a centre midfielder, because I feel like we've got those positions covered. Why would I compromise on positions that we need badly? How does that make sense? I'm not compromising on the striker or the left winger. Right winger, I will compromise because we've got Saka there. Centre midfielder in the centre midfield in Declan Rice's position or in. I will compromise. I will compromise on centre backs. Maybe go for the third or an up and comer. Why would I compromise on a striker?
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Yeah, would you? Okay, cool. So say Arsenal signed Rodrigo, Watkins, Zubimendi. We got Kepa, and then we add in any. I don't know, anyone you off the top of your head, centre back and another centre mid option, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you go into that season thinking that not only Arsenal can challenge, they have a good, with all of the players that we have already as well, a good chance to win silverware?
Well, are you asking me, do I think we win it with those signings?
Yeah. I'm asking you, do you think we would be able to... Do you think we're better than what we did this season? And B, do you think that we have a good chance of winning silverware?
Of course. We had a good chance of winning silverware this year and we had none of those players.
So that's what I mean. So I'm not gonna sit here and, well, regardless of what I think anyway, it doesn't matter, because what I think doesn't decide whether Arsenal sign players or not. But if I had the choice, I'm not gonna sit here and say, nah, you know what? Unless you can sign me Gyökeres and Rodrigo, I don't want you to do nothing.
But this is the point I'm making. This is where
we have nobody.
This is where the problem is. This is where the problem is. Exactly what you said and exactly what I was saying is exactly what the problem is. We just both said, do we think we have a good chance of winning it? And we both said yes. The facts are, I thought we had a good chance this year and we won nothing.
Yeah,
that's the problem. So the issue is we have to change our mentality and our mindset and say we cannot compromise no more. And not only can we not do that no more, we can't even get it to the point of, do you think we would and this and that? We can't. We got to skip all that. We can't get into that.
I hear that, but I'm just like
Newcastle went and done what they done. Crystal Palace went and done what they done. Liverpool done what they done, and everyone's bantering us about Chelsea and Tottenham. That's what's happening. That's the world we're in right now. Like, people are bantering you for foolishness.
Yeah, it's mad foolishness.
That's what's going on. Man are winning Conference Cup and they're saying they want a trophy. Man are winning Europa League and throwing it in our face, bro. So we're not in a position where we can compromise no more because the football's changed.
So we can't compromise with Arteta as well, just so we're all agreed with everyone.
Listen, if people want Arteta out, I can understand why they want Arteta out. Because they ain't got time no more. You think
That's my thing.
game?
So there's no compromise, and he has to deliver this year.
There's no compromise. Yes,
oh, listen, I fully understand. Listen, what I think, I've got to think. I like Arteta because I believe he's got the same mentality as me. But some people are saying, listen, forget all that mentality and all that. You ain't won nothing. And I'm like, I hear that.
Does he need to deliver for you next year?
Of course, he's got to deliver, but he has to. But Berta's the one that's come in, and if Arteta's giving him a
no, that's my thing. Everyone.
Quick question, then, D. If Berta comes in, and gets all the signings we've wanted, a good left winger, boom, 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 and then Arteta does not win nothing, are you maybe looking at him different then?
I'm already looking at him different because, like I said, my mindset has changed because the landscape has changed. I never knew that people around the world would class Chelsea as having a better season than Arsenal when we got to the Champions League semi-final. I didn't know this was a thing. I never knew that this was a thing.
But
so
you're more
on the lines that man are not trolling me for these dibby trophies.
It's not even just that. Yeah. It's not even just man them trolling me. I'm saying
it's the world.
It's agenda driven. It's rage bait, man.
Yeah, but you go into the Emirates. If you go into the Emirates, and you got to start seeing some stuff in there, innit? In the cabinets, innit? I guess.
Yeah.
If that's what we're doing, if we're gonna do it, if it's gonna be a whole of everyone else is doing this, and this is what's happening. If that's the landscape now, where no matter what it is, you win it, and it's regarded as a trophy, then let's all play the same game. Do you get it?
Yeah, but you know the goalposts are going to move next year. I've been saying this. Rightly or wrongly.
I will keep the goalposts the same.
No, I'm with that. But I'm just saying, even some of our fans, the same fans that are saying, "Oh, a trophy's a trophy this year." If we go and win the League Cup or the FA Cup or both, but not the majors, we all know how the goalposts moving forward.
Bro, and people can say all the time. I'm seeing people in the comments saying, "Oh, if you're worried about what people say to you, then listen. I don't care what you say."
And I've
always been worried about what people say to me. If you tell me something I don't like, you're gonna get slapped in your face. It's very, very simple. That's how I operate. So it doesn't matter whether or not you think I shouldn't care what people say, because I do care what people say. And if you say something I don't like, I'm going to react to it. That's how I move. That's how I am. And that's how I'm going to stay. That's how it's always been. And that's how it's always going to be. So if you say something to me that I don't like, or people start bantering me about Chelsea this and Chelsea that, and they're bantering, that's the landscape. That's fine. That's how it is. That's the way it is now. This is how it goes. This is the new way. This is the new way it is, right?
What if Arteta prefers Watkins over Gyökeres?
You're going mad.
No, I'm told to ask the question. No, bro. Big up May ask the question. Question for the guy at the bottom. What if Arteta prefers Watkins over Gyökeres? Does that now mean it's not a compromise because Berta is getting him what he wants? I'm just asking the question.
These things was like no compromise. These things.
She's right. She's right. Is that a girl or guy?
I don't know, because the internet's crazy. It looks like a girl because of the hair. We all know how social media is.
Well, he or she or whatever, they're right. That question is right.
Drop the Insta so we can pre. I think that's what Hookz said.
Yeah, they're right. No. That's correct. What they're saying is right.
Look, wait, this guy is so thirsty. You know that. I swear that.
The same one. Anytime Karma's giving me a little shine, you're hating. Shut up, man. And shying that. Shut up, man.
Hey.
This guy,
you know what though? Nearly 220 people in there, man. Get up to at least 120 likes, man. Come on, man. Bro, we've been on one topic and it's been an hour. You don't get this.
I wanted to ask you lot this as well, because we're kind of on it, and I've had this up here for a minute. What do you lot? This frustrates me, but I want to know you lot's thoughts. Arsenal are working on both Gyökeres and Sesko deals. That's no problem of mine. However, they will only sign one of them. Meetings are taking place for both before they decide who is the striker they want. The financial factor will be important. We know the financial factor will be important. Surely, if we are deciding what striker we want, it can't be for footballing reasons, because we must have scouted these guys for time. I don't get that one, but where you like with that?
And hold on, and that just goes back to Berta playing the game. Do you know what I'm saying? All these reports are coming out from people that are like kind of close to Arsenal kind of thing when you come to the media. Do you know what I'm saying? Him obviously that's not Arsenal putting it out, but that's someone that's credible in the scene putting it out. So it makes RB Leipzig look, it makes Sporting look and go raw. Like we might have to put RP down, our price tag down for our player so we could get him gone. Because like we know, Leipzig have got to sell. They've got to sell. So it's just I think it's just part of the game, man. For me, anyway.
All right.
You know what?
And these are the guys who we're preying.
That's a. Do you know what? Yeah, that's actually smart. You know, because obviously it's probably Arsenal that's briefed Romano.
Oh yeah. We know there's mind games going on.
Yeah, it's probably Arsenal that's briefed Romano or someone from Arsenal's.
Bro, Romano is close to every big club.
Yeah,
he's close to every big club, bro. What we doing?
Yeah.
Sorry, Hookz. Do you think he just gets all these rumors from Poof and he just
And don't forget, sometimes these man tweet stuff, you know, agents are giving them just to was it and gas and drive interest and do things. It's a dirty game we're in. All of them do the same thing.
So
all of them.
So now people, just how, because I'm sitting here thinking, surely we must know who we want. Like, surely we don't still need to have meetings to decide who we want. Well, these man,
same way Leipzig probably put the Saudi interests out there in Sesko.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and
maybe with Gyökeres as well.
And you know where that backfired? You know where that backfired on them and played into our hands, where Sesko completely just shut it down straight away. Nope, not going there. And then that plays into our hand because now we know, he wants us. So you man better play ball. Otherwise, he's just you're gonna have an unhappy player. Plus, you got to sell. So you might get even less for what you actually want from him. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just a game, man.
Quicker you shot him, the quicker they can move on as well. Yeah. Like for me with Leipzig, they got to get this done sooner rather than later. We get a player in for preseason, they move on, we move on. I don't know why this is dragging. In you lot's hearts, who do you think we get out of all three of them? Like truly, because I think we get Sesko personally.
Yeah, for that, I personally think we get Sesko.
Yeah, I think Sesko as well.
I want Gyökeres. I
want Gyökeres.
But I just think that we get Sesko.
Just makes sense, innit?
Yeah, it's just like
wrong choice.
Yeah.
And you know why it makes sense as well? Because then Havertz could maybe start some where he's young, where Gyökeres comes in, If Gyökeres, it's all Arteta. You know how managers are. My man's on the.
It's not all Arteta.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Havertz is the highest paid player at the club. That's got to work some way, somehow. He's got to make. He can't win the Prem.
In midfield. Hot take.
Yeah,
Havertz is playing. Havertz is.
That's what I'm saying.
Starting.
We can't win this Prem and Havertz have nothing to do with it. No. Havertz has got to have something to do with us winning something because he's the highest paid player. It's got to work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not Sesko. Havertz is definitely one. What I don't trust is Havertz is definitely going to start. I have to know that. But two, if we buy a Watkins and a Gyökeres, I know for a fact that Havertz is going to be interchangeable with Odegaard, which is what I want. I want Havertz and Odegaard being like Odegaard and Havertz are the two going back and forth for the position. Then I'm looking at the team that makes a lot of sense to me. If we buy two strikers, that makes more sense. If we buy one, I know Havertz is going to start. Because if you buy Sesko,
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, now you can.
Yeah, bugged out.
Sorry. If you buy Sesko, I know for a fact that Arteta is going to bench him for at least the first 10 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you that immediately.
And then it makes sense as well. When the media asks him why he could put the whole thing, he's young, it's a big club,
Yeah, all of that you got to build. If you get Gyökeres, he has to play now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it rubs out Havertz. So yeah, man, it's
could the loyalty to Havertz be killing him then? As
that is to say. I like Havertz, but I just need.
I don't think Havertz is as bad as people say.
I don't. But we all kind of agree he's still going to be somewhat of a ridiculously key player, not really a squad player, someone that's going to figure a lot. Respectfully to Kai, I don't think he's the kind of guy like that. I think he's a squad player. But then that's why I'm asking, could his loyalty to Kai Havertz cost him then? Because if we named Arsenal's strongest 11 right now, I know people might say Marino, but let's just say Kai Havertz up front. Everybody's improving the striker position. And unfit and fit Odegaard's playing ahead of Havertz. Left wing, forget that with Kai. He's in issues then, surely, isn't it?
Ain't you been seeing though? Havertz been breaking records, bro. Been going gym.
It's only
He's been going gym. He's getting putting on weight. Arteta said he looks even. Yeah, the PR started with Havertz already. The season ain't even kicked off. That's when you know. That's when you know Arteta that's how you know Sesko's coming in that door, because he's already doing the Havertz thing. Oh, look, he's been breaking all these records.
I
You
can't
know
just
what's
get
gonna
both,
happen
man.
if we got
We
both.
should be
it's
getting
over.
both. If we were serious about it, you're gonna get 2 strikers. But I'm saying there's a proven Premier League player that scores goals, that is 30 years old, that for 30, 40 million, that scores 20 goals a season, already there in the Premier League, that you can get as a squad player in Watkins. You can go and get Gyökeres and Watkins now for a combined fee of about 110, 115, 20 million.
But you know our club, one's 27, one's 29. There's no resale value, there's no longevity, yada, yada, yada. That's why I think, if anything, it'd be Sesko and the Gyökeres or Sesko and the Watkins.
And that's the reason why we have the highest ticket prices in Europe, because that's how we think.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
You got a super chat, man. I mean, DG super chat.
All right, one love, KV, man. Catch. One love. D is right, man. Them can't compromise when Arsenal's prices are that high. How are we signing bigger players when we were in Europa, then the champs get Glock 9? That's because it just feels like, as a club, whenever we fall off, we're mad aggressive. We get to a point, and in my opinion, we coast. Since we've been back in the Champions League, I don't feel those above Mikel Arteta and everyone's aggressive to kind of build on this. Anytime we've achieved success as at this football club, we've never truly built on it. And that goes back to the 90s, the 2000s. People older than me can even verify and attest to that. I don't know what it is. We're too big of a club not to have won more Prems and retain the Prem.
You got it spot on there. And you know what it is as well? You see me, I go by the saying, you don't get credit for doing what you're supposed to do.
I hear that.
So the fathers, you don't get credit because you're looking after your kids. Man want to get credit because they're looking after their kids and stuff. You don't get credit for doing what you're meant to do. Berta, if he comes in and he signs the players that we need. No, I'm saying, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to say you don't get credit for doing what you're meant to do if you sign the right players. All you do is you get more time to do it again. That's all. That's the benefit that you get from doing what you're supposed to do. You don't get.
Yeah, I think your mic again.
Sorry, it's my AirPods, man. It's all over the place. But you don't get credit for doing what you're meant to do, innit? So at the end of the day, all Berta gets is, if he does it and he gets the job done, he gets more time to do it again. What
does he get credit for then?
What do you mean? What did he get credit for?
No, I'm trying to.
I don't know. He might get credit for He might get credit for the decor in his house. I might like his kitchen. I might think his garden's been designed well. I don't understand.
So you think that a director of football can never get credit then?
Credit for what? You don't get credit for. So do fathers get credit?
Well, I mean, they're directors of football and fathers, so it's a very difficult question.
Do you give fathers credit for looking after their kids?
I acknowledge it.
Yeah. To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because there's so many deadbeats out here. You're like, when the man actually sets up and he's doing his job, it's like, you know what, respect. You definitely do get credit for looking after.
Nah, you don't get credit.
Not everyone does.
Arteta can't get credit for winning the league, then. Surely.
Actually, Arteta shouldn't get credit for winning the league because
that's what he's meant to do.
Firstly, Arteta hasn't won the league.
No, if he does.
No. What I'm saying is, you're saying Arteta won the league. Arteta competing against juggernauts. So it's in comparison. Berta coming in to sign players.
He's meant to.
What do you mean he's meant to? Who's meant to?
We're meant. The Arsenal are meant to be challenging for the league.
No. Yeah, we are challenging already. But when people say Arsenal,
you can't get credit for it then because we're meant to be.
But we're already challenging. I'm saying when people say Arsenal should be winning the league, no, we shouldn't. Well, our team, since when have we ever won loads and loads of leagues?
We should have won the league in 21 years, though. Like, I think that's a fair statement.
I'm agreeing with that, but I'm saying when people say Arsenal shouldn't have done this, we're not. Firstly, we've never won a Champions League in our history. We're the only big team that's got gaps in our history, and we've had teams that have trounced us for years. That have got more money than us. I've got better sporting directors, better owners, better stadiums. We haven't got. There's nothing that we've got right now that's the best in the Premier League. Not one thing.
Saka best right winger, shameless.
Nah, not when
we haven't got. Back in the day, we used to have situations that we had the best.
I'm shameless, man.
Well, we've not got anything. We've not got anything that's the best in the Premier League. Not one thing. Name one thing that we've got that's the best.
The centre half.
Best right back.
Centre half.
Best right back. Timber. What? Who's got a better right back than us now that Trent's gone? You told me to answer it. No. You told me to answer it. I gave your answer, and because it makes sense.
Timber to me is the best right back, but it's a debatable thing. I'm saying
with who now? Who though?
What do you mean
debatable with who?
Are you all right?
Now that Trent's gone, who is it debatable with? I'm asking you.
I think Timber's the best, but I'm saying there's going to be lots of people that will say no, this guy's better, or no,
Like
that
who
guy's
though?
better.
That's what I'm saying. There's no one
What do you
that
mean?
you could throw out there.
You go Newcastle, they will tell you Livermento's better than Timber, bro.
Yeah, nah, that guy mad though.
I'm telling you, they will tell you.
Potential.
I'm telling you, they will tell you none of our midfielders get into their team. That's what they will tell you.
Crazy.
We definitely got
crazy.
We definitely got the match. We 100%.
But I'm telling you, we've got nothing that is by far and away, no debate, the best in
fashion. Our fashion.
Say that again.
Our fashion line. Yeah.
Oh,
Hookz, best match.
That rubbish, man. Always like some stupid joke, chatting nonsense. I'm being deadly serious. We've got nothing that everyone just says, yeah, that's the best. Not the best stadium. We ain't got the best manager. We haven't got the best owners. We ain't got the best player. We haven't got the best anything.
I think that's unfair. The stadium part, I think, is a bit unfair though. Because we chose to rebuild our stadium time ago.
That's why we ain't got the best stadium. We got
exactly. Like, but when we rebuilt our stadium,
so it kind of proves the point.
Yeah, but what's your point though? That what? That because it's old now, that it's not.
Yeah, like it's just like, but we're actually gonna redevelop it. So it's like I hear it, but I just think it's a bit unfair of a statement considering when we decided.
Unfair. It's not unfair. Why is it unfair? Unfair on who? They charge the highest ticket prices in the league. What are you talking about? It's unfair on the fans. It's unfair on the fans when they can't pay their bills. When people can't pay their bills, they don't get to see their kids. That's unfair. That's real life unfair.
Horrible, I can't lie.
Not billionaires.
The food is horrible. Like
why do you keep saying things are unfair for billionaires?
For the amount that I spend to go into the stadium, the food is horrible. The amount I have to pay for the food as well is the chips is mad.
It's not to cater for you, bro.
He talks his chatting rubbish. Don't listen to it.
There's too much pork in the stadium as well. I won't lie. That's a real one. There's way too
much what?
Too much pork in the stadium.
Why are you listening to? Why are you listening to?
I don't know what I needed to hear.
Crap. Hookz is chatting pure and utter rubbish. I don't know why you're even entertaining his foolishness.
I can't lie. Do you not think Emery would have won the Europa Champs or Premier League with 5 years and 750 million to spend?
100%. He would have won something. Emery. 100%.
Who's that?
Emery.
Oh,
you know,
Emery.
bro, we're English, bro.
You know Emery. Oh,
Emery. No, I thought you were talking about a player. I didn't know you meant.
No, because this Vesta guy asked the question still.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man.
All I'm saying is Arteta won a trophy with his team that he couldn't win a trophy with. That's what I'll say on that.
But I'm not gonna lie. I think he picked up.
Hold on, it's different as well because when Emery was in charge, he didn't have a say on like the last final say on signings. With Arteta, he's had the final say. So for me, I feel like if Emery had the say on the signings and that what he wanted, like he wanted Zaha instead of Pepe, couple, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he would have won something, definitely.
Emery wanted to get rid of Saka to bring in Zaha.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Did he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He wanted him in the make weight deal.
Yeah.
He went
on loan, to be fair, apparently.
On loan. There you go, man. On loan.
But he's still bookie for that. But
that's foolishness.
Some young G's don't go on loan. You lot have an Osimhen. Apparently, we're one of 8.
No, bro. I don't understand what the hype is in this guy, bro.
Man.
Bro. It's just because African, I get it. Yeah, black man. No. Listen. I get what you man are trying to do. I don't want him nowhere near my club. Nowhere near. I'm sorry. I don't want no Osimhen, bro.
Why?
He's good, man.
Yeah, why don't you rate? You're moving like you proper thinking shit. You gotta explain this,
bro. I put Sesko over him.
Nah.
Honestly, I just don't see it. I don't see it with Osimhen. I don't know.
He's a bagsman, you know.
He's bro.
Multiple
it's easy to bag when you're delivering pizzas. It's so easy, bro. Over there is. Like, bro, listen. You know why I do not rate that league? bro, we've seen Pulisic come to the Prem, look like dog shit, go over there and he drops better numbers than Leao, that's meant to be a world beater, and everyone wants him. We've seen Loftus-Cheek come from Chelsea, go over there to AC Milan and look like a baller. We see McTominay, literally everyone wants him out of Man U, go over there and look like Zidane. Like, what are we doing, bro? This is not the league that I want any players from, unless it. Who's the one that PSG got? That Kvaratskhelia. That's the only one. That's the only one.
But then you can't want Gyökeres then. By that logic, you can't want Gyökeres.
No.
You can't want him. By your own logic,
hold on. Gyökeres is bad at this. Obviously, people are gonna say it's the championship, but Gyökeres done his thing over there in the championship.
Italy, Turkey, Germany, France. Bro, he's done it in more countries. He won the league with Italy. The same league. He won the league. He was there with Kvaratskhelia.
Bro. We've seen Lukaku rock around Manchester United.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying you can't say this about Osimhen and then rate Gyökeres. It's not making sense.
Listen. We've seen Lukaku at Man U look like dog shit. Man's gone over there and looks like, bro. How is Lukaku getting the one that Conte wants?
No, but Lukaku's been a bagman. You might not be anyone's cup of tea. Have you seen
Lukaku's record at Man United?
His record, he scores goals.
Bro. Lukaku's back to Everton though. He's slightly
at Everton. That was his peak. Apart from that, Lukaku weren't nothing. Like, come on, man, he was meant to be. Like,
I'm not saying he is, but he scored goals, so you can't boy him.
Bro, he scored goals, but everyone was, bro. That's when you know you're bad. People get onto people like Werner and all these man because they can't finish. It's fucked up when you're bagging and man are still getting onto you. That's when 100%. You know it's bad.
But in terms of goals, Lukaku was doing that. I'm just saying you can't shit on Osimhen and then rate Gyökeres. It don't make sense, bro. It don't. Because he played in high league.
Listen, it's just what I see, innit? What I've seen of him, what I watch. Listen, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I just don't like the way he plays. I just don't feel like he fits Arsenal style of play.
He's good in the air,
Pardon?
He's very good in the air,
but so is Sesko. And he's younger. And this guy wants like free video or something. Are you?
The wages are
smoking. Who are you, bro? And man, know these like big up all the Nigerian ones, but man, no, he probably ain't even his age. Like, what are we doing here? We're probably buying a 34-year-old and putting him on like 350k. Like, let's have it right, bro. Man. Nah, no way, no way.
I didn't think Catch thought like this about Osimhen.
Yeah, I don't rate him honestly. But you lot give your opinion on him. That's my opinion. I just keep him away from my club. If we got him, I'm Arteta out straight away. Straight away. Are you mad? Bro, I do not rate him whatsoever. Honestly,
I don't think he likes him, guys.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Yeah, he don't like him. Plus, we're not gonna get this done either, man.
Yeah,
too much finances involved.
Cost too much.
Nico Williams is confirmed. Apparently, he wants Barcelona, so that's another target, lads. That's gonna miss. But it is what it is. You not having John Duran?
What for a second choice?
I would take him
for a second choice.
I would take him. Yeah. Because yeah.
I'll take him at Arsenal.
Yeah, 100%. I'll take him for second choice. 100%. We saw the madness this guy could do, bro. That don't leave you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Trust, man rates Havertz, but not Osimhen. It's crazy, crazy.
Hold on. Let's not do that. I said people are harsh. I said people are harsh on Havertz.
Do you rate Havertz?
To a certain extent, yeah.
What extent?
I think he's decent. He's just all right, isn't it?
That's more compliments than Osimhen.
Hold on, but with Osimhen, he's looked at as one of the best strikers in world football right now. I don't see that. That's my point. Havertz ain't looked at as one of the best players in the world right now. Do you get it? Like
he changed Arsenal's thinking last season. You know, had he not have had that strong end to the end of the year playing up front, we might not get we might have been more aggressive with Sesko last summer. So he is rated to some degree. He's got his own chance.
But we know
that's not easy to do when you
listen.
Chelsea.
In world football, we know that Osimhen is rated like up there. If you put him to Havertz, it's no comparison.
There's probably people that share the same thoughts as you.